114 degrees outside, but I got my buddy Hugo over here. And if you know what I'm doing out here. I'll post up more about this in the future when I get the kit to actually put this in, but let's make some serious power. Finally got the jet ski out of the way, so now I can actually move the car towards the center of the garage, open up the doors completely, open up some space on that back wall because I have some really cool tools coming in that are going to help me with restoring a lot of the parts on the FD. But the thing is with the FD, in ripping apart the interior, in order to remove the chassis harness, you actually need to take apart the dash and remove it completely. So I'll show you essentially kind of a step-by-step process throughout this video, and let's dig into it. Starting with the fenders because I can expose the wiring, and it's a lot easier to work with to be able to access those connectors and grommets. All right, I don't know what happened with the recording, but it stopped. And this is how far I am. I'm about to get ready to pull the dash. I hate fucking Mazda engineers. They are the absolute worst. Just they're wiring the connectors, the sub harnesses, the locations of everything, the fucking amount of hidden connectors. This is not for the faint of heart. And then they have panels on top of panels. It almost seems like some of the pieces of the interior were an afterthought, and then they were like, oh, okay, just got to go ahead and cover this up or redo this really quick. I love the way the interior looks when it's done, but man, I never ever want to rip this apart. Honestly, I prefer ripping out the engine. But anyways, I'll put it back to me pulling out the dash. But I mean, once you get all the harnesses out, I mean, just wiggle everything. Just make sure that if something doesn't feel right, be careful, take your time, which is the most difficult thing. And besides that, it's should be able to come out just about now. Maybe there's still a few connectors or wires hidden that I didn't get, but swear these time lapses do not do justice to the amount of work that was. I have no fucking clue how anyone would put this back together. I mean, I'm going to have to one way or another, but I got it out, and it's a mess. It's a real. So there's a dash all in one piece, not broken. Although I thought many times it was going to break. Just like the rest of the Mazda plastics tend to be super brittle and just collapse as soon as you pull on them. But this was all right. It's a lot of work. I'm going to call it a day here. I really wanted to remove all the wiring, but there's just not enough time, especially after knowing how much work that was. This was essentially just a dash removal video. Next weekend, I'm hoping to actually dig into this, remove the AC, all this blower and condenser evaporator and stuff. Restore that. There's probably 20 years worth of shit in there. So really want to make this car as fresh as possible. And then obviously this stupid horseshoe type of harness layout where it goes in one side, wraps around underneath, over the top, somewhere back here, goes back over there, wraps around, back into the cabin. Just why Mazda? I don't get it. Anyways, until next weekend.